Hello guys, welcome to Checksum. Today we're going to learn how to deliberately corrupt a SQL Server database and also how to recover a corrupted database. So before we go into the process, I have to tell you, do not ever try it on your production databases because it may void your support from the Microsoft services. So do not try it on your production databases, do it on your personal machines with the SQL Server installed. So let's get into the content. So we have two parts in this video. First we're going to grab the database, and second we try to recover the database. So this command in this video, the command we are going to apply might lose some data from our database, so only do it on your test databases. Okay, now we're going to create a test table for our corruption process. So I'm just naming it as greptb, and which contains two columns, test array and test value. So we're creating a table, test table corrupt me. Okay, now we have the table with the empty data. We first try to insert a row to our correct me table. So here we have the row in our table. So now we have the test data for the corruption process. The next step is to correct this table. First, for that, first we have to find a page ID of this table. For that, we going to learn a new command in the SQL Server, which is an undocumented command from the Microsoft. So you don't get much information about this command over the internet or from the Microsoft. So here we have the DBCC command. It has three parameters. The first one is the name of the database, which name of the ID of the database. Here we're putting it as graphdb, that's our target database. And the second parameter is our target table, which is corrupt me. And the third parameter is the index ID, which is since our table is a heap table, we're putting it as 0. So the DBCC in command will show some details of the pages for this table. Here we have the page details of this particular table. Now we see that there's only two rows. The first row means that here we have the page type column. Its value of 10 indicates that it is an IAM page, and value of 1 indicates the data page. Now we're only targeting the data page because we're only corrupting the data. So consider the second row. Here we have the page FID, page PID, and object ID, index ID, and some other values. We're only considering the page here, the page PID and IAM FID. That's only we're considering. So we have the page information for the corruption process. Now the main and the major command in our video is the write page command, which is also an undocumented command and is the most dangerous command you can find in SQL Server. So in the write page command, that's the actual command we going to how to corrupt a database. So in the write page command, we have about 6 parameters, and the first one is the name or the ID of the database of our target database. Here we have the corrupt DB, and the second is the page ID for the table. Correct me. We have the file ID here once. That is our here. This is a file ID of our target. Here we have the one as the file ID. So we are putting it as 1. And the third parameter is the target page ID. Here we have the page ID of 328, so we'll be putting it as 328. And the next parameter is the offset of the data that we are going to edit. So we are putting some random values over there, that's 60. And the next parameter is the number of bytes we are going to edit, that's 1. And the next parameter is the actual data that is we are going to edit or replace. That's in hexadecimal form, that is we're just putting it as 0x00. And the last parameter is the main parameter of the write page command, and that is also most dangerous parameter of the write page command. So it just means the direct or buffer pool parameter. If we put it as 1, it will directly correct the page instead of calculating checksum. We want it as 1, otherwise it will not corrupt the database. So we have all parameters here, and now we're going to execute this command over our database. And once again, do not use this command on your production databases. It might lose some data. So we're going to execute this command over our database. Yeah, here we have successfully completed the execution. Now we have to check whether our database is corrupted or not. Now we're going to re-execute our DBCC check DB command. Yeah, it showed some errors, which means there is some integrity problems with our database. Now we're going to see what it's really saying. Okay, here we have some errors with the DBCC check DB command, which telling us that the index ID is some partition ID and location unit ID on which the error is occurred. So we have successfully corrupted a database with a particular table. So we have the correct database now. So the next step in our video is how to recover a corrupted database. So in order to corrupt a database, we have to first run the command dbcc check db. So again, running this command, and coming to the last, we have the recommendation of the parameter that can be used in checkdb in order to fix this database. So it's recommended us to use repair allow data loss in the checkdb to repair the database. We can also use repair without allowing data loss for the checkdb command, but in this case it will not work because the repair that allow data loss is the minimum repair level for the database to for the checkdb to fix the corruption. So here we have the dbcc checkdb command with the repair allow data loss. Now we have to execute this command in order to repair our database. So we're going to execute this command over the database. Okay, it's executed, and now here we have some errors. It's showing the error is repaired on 2 parts. Yeah, now our recovery process is completed. Now we coming back to our old table corrupt me. If we check our table, we see that our data is lost. So this is a problem with the write page command. We might lose some data. So this is a video about how to corrupt a SQL Server database, and also how to recover a corrupted database. I hope you guys liked the video and got benefit from this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Thank you.